All right, welcome to a special sort of live episode of Does This Podcast Suck?
Or kinda.
They're pretty much all live because it's not like we practice or prepare in any way.
I'm sure nobody has noticed.
Pure professionalism on this side of the table. Kyle joining us, as always. And MT.
I just died thanks to fucking Doomsday.
MT is currently playing a game for the Extra Life charity thing, so he may talk slightly less than usual.
Or he might not, who knows.
Or he might just start shouting curse words.
Yeah, not that far off.
So, this is episode 55. This week, or this month.
Yeah, because some people were too sick to record.
I'm actually kind of still too sick.
Like I was not sick.
But at least my voice doesn't sound weird anymore. I talked to Kyle on the phone last week. He was like,
"Oh man,
who the fuck is this?"
Well, like my girlfriend's like, she answers the phone. She's like, before like anything even I said, she's like, "Hold on, I'll give you to him. Just hold on."
Yeah.
I'm like,
fuck this
what?
Is. I don't know what you want. Let me get Kyle.
So I didn't like see the number or anything, and I'm like, well, this person sounds like they're dying.
And he is.
Is this someone calling me from their deathbed? Hello, Kyle. I don't know if we can podcast. So, yeah, lots of stuff happening, I guess. It's still not all that interesting, although we have like 50 articles about Konami in here. So let's just start with that. We'll go to the other thing after that, but yeah, there's like 50 articles about Konami and Kojima, which it's kind of funny. I put them in order, like the order that they came out. So we have Kojima may have officially finally left Konami, and then we have Konami says Kojima's still there. And then we have Kojima Productions LA is officially closed. And then like, can you get your nephew in here? Something's wrong with the server.
Sucks for the people that are really into MGO too, because they were excited for that, and then they played it for about a month before the fucking studio closed.
Yeah, isn't that sad? Ugh. So I think it's God. Meanwhile, they're bringing back Contra in China.
By a mobile game. Oh boy.
Ooh, what does that even mean? It's fucking
Probably
Contra.
means they charge you for everything.
Like, are you going to shoot dragons or something? Like, what does that even mean? Primarily for China. Like, it'll be in... I don't even know why they bother. Could they just, like, not have you play? Could we just do that? I think,
No.
okay, I did... the thing I was doing when my hard drive decided to eat itself, I was playing Far Cry. And by playing, I mean I was watching you play and went, oh, I have to update this. It did that. Then it closed itself. Then I tried to open the game and it said, this is already running. And I was like, oh my God. Finally, I just closed everything. All that initial irritating shit was because I hadn't gotten the we're going to stop being so irritating update. We're just going to assume that. And don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like they're trying, kind of, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. They're renaming it. It's just this dumb thing. I don't even know why they're renaming it, but it is cool that they have that.
I think I had to log into Uplay once for a game. Then I never did it again.
I used it for Far Cry, but other than that, not at all.
Yeah, it's meh. And then this one's funny. It's like baseball in the U.S., but instead of steroids, we have StarCraft players fixing matches in South Korea. At least that's not as bad for their health, right? Yeah, so 9 people were arrested for their alleged connection to match-fixing StarCraft 2 matches. The Korean Esports Association announced yesterday that after investigating matches involving professional gamers, I'm not going to pronounce that, there was sufficient evidence to charge the players, as well as Team Prime head coach Park something or other. Wasick, and then it says Gerard, and that must be his handle, man. And then several other individuals acted as brokers for blah, 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 blah. Organized crime groups were also integrated.
Jesus.
Organized fucking crime groups were implicated in StarCraft matches.
I guess that's...
What the hell Mario is this?
Mario
It's probably
All-Stars.
not. Oh, it looks weird. Anyhow, yeah, that's just silliness. But one of the things they had done was basically you're supposed to get random loot drops after every match so you can get stuff. Well, they changed it so that it would give you a loot drop and you had to fucking buy a drill to open the fucking drop. So like you just didn't get drops anymore basically in the game. Like that was their, we're going to update it so that fuck you. And it was like, oh my God. Or you could, buy the specific things too if you're a shite, I guess, and which is already retarded, especially in a game that's, competitive like that. But I don't know, it's cooperative anyway, so I guess that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I guess they decided after the internet collectively shit the fucking bed, maybe we'll just, maybe we'll just take a step away from that.
It barely did, though. Like, all they did was you can now sometimes drills. Get the drills as a drop. But they're, like, pretty rare from the sound of it.
They kind of walked it back, but they're kind of shitty people still.
Yeah, well, especially since, like, that was a thing I saw and something else I watched. Before Payday 2 came out, they actually flat out said that they would never have, like, stuff like that ever in their game.
Yep.
Yes, they thought...
Whoops.
Maybe they thought nobody would notice.
Yeah. Nobody will notice. Yeah, we fucking noticed.
Much what Vivendi does anymore.
Yeah, they just buy people.
They'll just keep buying stock until they suddenly own them.
Who did they own before?
They had Blizzard.
Blizzard, that's right, okay.
And then they've owned a few things over the years.
It's so weird. They own way too much shit, man. Saying like who they were, like you almost can't blame them, but like you can't fucking do that. Like this game's awesome. One of the funnier things was they went and they edited them like later when like with like jokey things like not a Harmonix employee. 10 out of 10 would develop this game again.
Yeah, but, like from the sound of it, like it was just like employees doing it on their own. And
yeah, it wasn't the
company found out. They're like, don't do that.
Yeah, you can't fucking do that. What you're doing is bad.
They responded quickly. Like, a lot of other times this has happened. Like the developer's like, what? We don't know what you're talking about. Just
no one here ever does anything that is bad. Deny.
It was nice to see that.
They're like, oh no, we already fixed that. Better fix that, guys. In some particularly interesting news, Sony has completely dropped every fucking system that exists, like literally. It's a funny thing to quote. So, yeah. Goodbye, Vita. It was going to be released, and it has been re-released for PC.
And it's still terrible.
And it is still broken. Although less broken. You gotta think about it, too, like, the PS4 is a computer. Like, it's just a fucking computer. How can they make a game for the PS4 that runs up frames, general consistency?
Wow.
Someone said they have worse frame rates now than they did at launch.
Game at this point.
I don't know if they I know Green Man Gaming was, and a lot of places are now offering full refunds.
I think WB is.
Like that. That is truly remarkable. I know I saw it somewhere.
sad thing is, I do in
you're
fact have the
currently
page up.
looking
I
at.
just wasn't even willing to switch tabs.
After what a shit pile Origins was. Like, you just kind of know that was going to happen. Origins was fucked. It's the same fucking pissed would you be? Oh, that's funny as shit. George just started playing Arkham Knight while I was saying that last sentence. I think it's lazy developers still, but it sucks. Some people just have weird shit. They're running like fucking Windows 95 or something. I don't know what in the first place. I would have much rather they just delayed it. Like, just delay it and put out a game that's not fucking broken.
No.
They even, like, they said when they put it out, the 7 users, fucking 80% of their install base that crops up after extended there were games I had to disable the second GPU or it would be fucked. I guarantee that everyone using this setup is still fucked on like half the games they play. I don't understand why people do that either. Like, I'm gonna buy 2 cards and my second card's gonna give me like maybe a modest improvement apparently. In happier news, the new Xbox One experience is coming November 12th, which is what? Fred. Why? And why does MT have to is Fred?
Oh man.
Oh no, MT just lost.
The Spartans all go by their first names. Or not the Spartans, but Master Chief's people. Kelly
is that
and
why?
Fred and whatnot.
They seem to just blend together. Like,
Yep.
in the original Halo games, weapons made such a big difference. There were times I would literally, to get 3 weapons at the same time, I'd run through hallways, continually switching out my weapons so I could keep throwing it in front of me and shit like that because it mattered. And now I just pick up whatever's nearby that has automatic. Like, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. There's nothing special. I feel like headshots barely register anymore. And everything just kind of feels shitty. So it's just, I don't know, it's just disappointing.
The AI is not very smart. Team AI.
And the AI is retarded.
They have a down but not out type mechanic, and like you can hit X to like call, and my guy was like screaming, "I need help here! I'm down!" Just fucking like staring at me like, "What the hell?
What is wrong with you?"
And then that motherfucker stole the other vehicle from me.
Yeah, so we're playing, and there's a point where you're supposed to fly this little ship around, and there's 2 of them, and one of the AI fucking steals one of them, and MT can't get one. So he has to walk the whole way. What the fuck? I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, is this for real right now? I tried shooting at him. The game it's just kind of disappointing. Wow, MT's kicking ass with smoke over here. What have you been playing, Kyle?
A lot of random shit that I've been playing for a while. I'm trying to finally finish up Kingdom Hearts 2. My last playthrough on that. I played through Broken Age. That was that game that Tim Schafer had on Kickstarter. They put it out free on PS Plus. It was actually pretty damn good. Yeah. I was like surprised. Like, a lot of his newer stuff has just been okay. Like, this is probably the best thing he's done in recent years, I would say. I liked it better than some of his older stuff that I played, like, I think I was talking about Grim Fandango. It was just okay. Everybody holds that one up as one of the best games ever made.
I think it's one of those you had to be there kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't really hold up nowadays, but like, this is pretty good. Like, you switch between 2 different characters, and it's kind of cool because like the story, like they each have like a separate story, and they don't seem like they have anything to do with each other whatsoever. Because like the one, it's like a girl in a village. She's gonna get sacrificed to a monster to keep it from destroying their village or whatever. And she decides, fuck that, and like kicks it in the face and runs off. And then like the kid, it's like more of like a sci-fi game. Like, you're on a ship with like a computer AI that's like mildly creepy, and you decide to rebel against it essentially. But then like as the game goes on, they start to tie, like their stories start to tie together, and it was kind of cool how they did that. And then, like, it's traditional point and click thing like he always does. But, like, you got to kind of play them simultaneously because like certain solutions to puzzles you can only find in the other person's game. Then you can switch like as you want. Like you can just go into the menu and switch between the two, and it'll pick you up where you left off. But I had a lot of fun with it. It was pretty funny overall. Like one of the best parts of it is like right at the beginning of the game, or on the boys' side, the sci-fi one. You have like this spoon that will actually talk to you, and you can keep like you use it on like everything, and like you'll comment on it and stuff, and like you keep trying to give it to other people, and the spoon doesn't like that. There's a fork and a knife too that you end up finding eventually, and the knife is like really funny. He's like angry as shit and just wants to stab everything. Like if you try to like make the spoon and the knife interact, they get like all weird about it. But like it's kind of the type of humor I would expect from his games that I didn't see in like a few of them that he's done recently, so it was nice to see. So overall it was a pretty good game, kind of short, but usually that kind of stuff is anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think I played much other than that. I was hoping to get into like the Overwatch beta, but that didn't happen.
I beat Metal Gear Solid 5 finally.
Finally.
Good game. I liked it.
I beat part 1 of Metal Gear Solid 5 again.
Listen, you're apparently never-ending Let's Play.
Well, it's never ending because I played through the story first and then started doing my Let's Play again. You
did it for funsies and then you did it for Let's Play.
Well, I wanted to enjoy the story and I can't really do that while I'm trying to be entertaining.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thoroughly played, so I didn't do those. I did a couple.
Yeah, you don't have
but
to.
At some point I was just like, you don't have to beat the game. So I pretty much did exactly what I needed to beat the game, and then I quit. And I mean, I got all kinds of shit. My mother base is all fucking upgraded, all the shit. Forward operating base is upgraded pretty good. I even got to the point where I got the tranquilizer pistol with like unlimited silencer on it and shit. So, I played the fuck out of it. I will note something I thought was nice was FOB never got attacked. And I think as long as you don't attack people, you will never get attacked. At least that's what it seems like. But I think like the moment you go to attack people, it's on. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And then I started playing Mortal Kombat X again. It's still pretty fun. I told myself I need to at least beat the story before I stop playing the game. I guess I'm not that interested in the multiplayer. Like maybe when people come over, I played it with people. And I've pretty much completely stopped playing Destiny for the last few weeks. I hopped on to get like a sword. I think that's pretty much it though. Fallout 4 comes out in a few days.
Means you guys really won't play Destiny.
Huh?
Which means I really won't see you guys on Destiny.
Oh no,
ever again.
I'm not getting Fallout.
PS4
so I may.
What?
Said I'm not getting Fallout 4.
Oh.
So
what?
I still won't see you on Destiny, but okay.
I've been playing a little bit here and there, but only like when I'm bored and have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't really been playing much either. I just get on to do get some or do the daily stuff and then get off. Like I wanted to try out Trials of Osiris because they changed that up a bit apparently. Like I didn't know until I went and looked, but they actually have bounties for it now. They give you like the reward chests off of the bounties instead of just having only being able to get the shit from winning. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Fallout. All I care about now.
Playing
I'll be doing an unboxing for that one.
Fancy.
Yeah, I got the legend. Kudos to them. They actually made the collector's edition for PC, and that never happens. So good on them for not fucking me. Oh, and I dug out my Nexus 4 to use for my Pip-Boy. I'm ready.
Nerd.
You're just jelly.
Yeah, that's it.
Calling me a nerd as he plays video games.
I'm doing it for charity, though.
Even bigger nerd.
I'm a helpful nerd, unlike some people.
A helpful nerd. I help people fix things. So, I guess that about does it.
Sure.
Anything else to add, guys?
Nothing that will be relevant by the time this podcast goes up.
I'm actually writing a review for Metal Gear Solid, I might add. I guess the Batman one's just never going to happen. I've kind of lost my motivation. I would say based on that Metal Gear Solid's probably better than Batman. Anyway, with that, I'll bid you adieu. Thank you for joining us, Kyle.
Yep.
And thank you for joining us, MT.
You're welcome.
And MT's got another 8 hours of streaming ahead of him.
Ugh.
I wonder how many of those hours will be him asleep in his computer chair.
Hopefully none of them, but I'll see. I'm okay now, but I think I'll be fading in the next hour or two.
I'm gonna get on at like 9 and I'm just gonna see you there like it's just gonna be Mario standing in the middle of a field somewhere.
Like very angry at me.
It'll be Sonic sitting there tapping his foot.
What's
Come
the
on,
matter?
fucker.
Play my game.
This is the 90s and I have attitude. Why am I not moving? Oh, gosh.
I hope the Lundish people are up sometime soon to keep me company.
Yeah, Lucy might be back.
Because honestly, like by myself talking to nobody, I'm going to be fucking bored.
Yep.
Kyle's too good to hang out with me.
We will see you guys in roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see.
As long as nobody gets sick again.
Yeah. 2 weeks should be just enough time that I will... Oh, wait. In 2 weeks... Yeah, that'll be just right before I go on vacation. How convenient. So until then, goodbye.